Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to first start by saying how honored I am to have been the Association's North Chair over the last year, even though I fear that I will go down as the guy who was the chair during the year of the pandemic. But that's okay. I'm very proud of what Associations North was able to accomplish over the last year in these very challenging times. No doubt this has been a very difficult year for everybody, personally, professionally, and emotionally. So recently, when reflecting on the last year, I read an article about the Oxford Dictionary's annual selection of a word or phrase of the year. And 2020 was so strange and so different that Oxford was unable to choose just one word. In fact, the likely top choice changed many times throughout the course of the year. It started with the word impeachment in January, and then was surpassed in March by coronavirus, which led to a whole list of new terms and phrases that grew in usage exponentially over the course of the year. Words like pandemic, COVID, lockdown, social distancing, self-isolating, key worker, and remote. And then came words like BLM and social justice and defund that arose out of the terrible events surrounding the death of George Floyd and other tragedies around the country. But all this made me think about the words that I would use to describe the last year for Associations North. And four words came to the top of mind. First is adapt. Associations North had a clear plan entering the year, and that plan clearly got disrupted. But Associations North adapted. It adapted to virtual events in place of many of the in-person events. It adapted to educational topics to focus on significant challenges at hand. And it adapted to provide more and unique opportunities for members to connect and learn from one another from a distance. The second word is pilot. We've embraced the idea that it's a time that requires new ideas. It's a time to create new opportunities, a time to roll out new offerings, even if they're still in testing. I think you will see and continue to see the use of pilots programs at Associations North, just like the new CEO Sync program, which we recently launched and I'm very excited about. Third word is service. This is a continuation as Associations North has always provided great service, but this year we have really focused on that effort. In particular, I commend Sarah and Angela, who field over 100 calls from members looking for resources, support, and advice, and they served every one of them, spending countless number of hours meeting the needs and serving the members. Finally, the word welcoming. As the board liaison to the Associations North D&I committee, I know that Associations North continues to make strides to ensure that it creates a welcoming environment in all that it does and for all that participate. It has continued to embrace the need for diversity and inclusion in this industry and is committed to helping the industry reach its goals. I know there are some great things to come on this point. So despite all the challenges, I want you to know that your association is in a great place. It is well positioned to continue to provide value, support, and help associations move forward in 2021 and beyond. Finally, as I wrap up, I just want to say thank you to my fellow board members, as well as the great staff of Associations North for all they have done over the last year. And I want to say thank you to you as members of Associations North and as contributors to this industry, to thank you for participating in Associations North and being members of Associations North. In staying with the term of the day, it certainly has been a joy over the last year to work with and connect with so many others in this industry. And now, speaking of joy, let's spread some more joy by having the shortest annual meeting of all time and our first virtual one. So it's now my honor to call to order the 64th annual meeting of the Associations North. Our only order of business is to provide notice to the members of the officers of the Board of Associations North in 2021. Coming off the board this year are Mark Salter of the CFA Society and Amanda Frederick of Visit St. Paul. Thank you, Mark and Amanda, for your many years of service to Associations North and all you've done for this association. Your officers for 2021 are as follows. The chair is David Siegel of Housing First Minnesota. Chair-elect Clara Albert of the Electrical Association. Secretary-Treasurer Janelle Fick of Global Management Partners. And I will serve as the immediate past president. Continuing on the Association's North Board are Justin McGonick of Mercury Creative, Mary Detloff of Crescendo Consulting Solutions, Mariah Huntley of the Minnesota Academy of Family Physicians, Carla Keller-Torp of the Minnesota Shopping Center Association, and Christy Kokeisel of the American Academy of Neurology. And now I would like to welcome the new board members to Associations North. Carrie Chang of the Minneapolis Association of Realtors, Matt Grun of the Marine Retailers Association of Americas, and Shannon Thomaser of the Roseville Visitor Association. And that's it. That's a wrap on, and I adjourn the 64th annual meeting of Associations North.